Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yogam, Sloka number 25. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maharshīణāṃ Bhruguraham Giramasmyekamaksharam Yajñānaṃ Japayajñosmi Sthavaraणां Himalayah Ajayamano Bahuda Vijayante. In Purusha Suktam, this expression comes, the birthless Lord, unborn Lord, but appears as taken many forms. Ajayamanaha api Bahuda Vijayate. Becoming so many and appearing as so many. But in fact, in reality, Bhagavan doesn't have birth at all. The reality never born. If it is born in a particular time, it never become a reality. But appears as though become many. So here in this Vibhuti Yogam, Vibhuti means a special product. When we use the ashes are also called Vibhuti, that we keep it as the mark on our forehead. What it means actually, it is a special product which represents the reality. How come a bhasmam, the ashes can represent the reality? It indicates that everything one day or other will get burnt and become into ashes. Everything, even the Lord Sun will become ashes. Nakshatra, stars, or anything will become one day or other later become ashes. So the ultimate essence is the one thing, the asmam, ash. Not to show that a lifeless ashes, but to show that everything when it reduced into the reality, it becomes only one. To remember that reality, the one God who doesn't have never born, we are using that bhasma as the divine mark on our forehead. Of course, another meaning for that, we can take it as everything is temporary in this world. One day, your body also will turn into ashes. So, you will be carried to the burial ground and you will be burnt there. So, remember that before that, what you are really, try to recognize that. Try to recognize that. So that reality is indicated through this ashes. Now, therefore, here in the Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagavan started indicating and telling many important things by seeing which you can remember me. You can feel my presence in that. Of course, I am only appearing as everything, but still, you asked, so I am giving a specific places. In the last class, we saw up to this 25th shloka. Among the rishis, Maharshinam, I am the Bhrigu Rishi. I told the story of the Bhrigu. Then, out of the sounds, any language start with the some sound. In that sounds, the first sound is and then later modifications. And when you stop your speech, the words end in Therefore, it is u and So, eka aksharam omkaram. I am only that. And out of all these sadhanas, Japa Yajna sadhana is the supreme, easy, cheapest, and the best. So I am the Japa Yajna, Yajnanam. So if Lord says this is unique, He wants to show a unique thing in among many things. So out of yajnas, if Japa Yajna is considered as that is my presence, that means we must recognize how it is important. Japa Yajna. Then out of this non-movable, immovable things that Himalayas am. Himalayas not only immovable but very vast. In that Himalayas only the Everest Mount, the tallest mountain in the world, the tallest mountain peak in the world, Everest. It is in the Himalayas. Now, after that, today in 26th shloka, Bhagavan indicating few more symbols. Ashwatha sarva vrikshanam devarshinam cha naradaha gandharvanam chitrarataha siddhanam kapilo munihi. Out of these many plants in the plant kingdom, I am the people tree, Arasamaram, Ashwatthah Aham, Sarva Vrikshanam. There are so many variety of trees. In our culture, we worship every plant. We worship every plant. We respect every plant, tree. But specifically, some are we give more and more respect and we worship. So Bhagavan mentioning here this people tree or fig tree. Many fig trees are all comes under the Ashwatha Vrikshas or specifically this Arasamaram, people tree. There are so many stories about this or great shlokas about the greatness of this Ashwatha Vriksha. Now in this temple, The temple may be any god, but every temple will have that Ashwatha Vriksha. It grows very big also, and each leaf is separately hangs. They never get twisted or any. There is no clumsiness. Evening times, if you stand under the tree and listen the sound, if wind is there, you will feel a bell sound like gala 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 gala. Each leaf will make a noise in windy season. If wind is there, it's so nice to hear. See, and so out of those vrikshas, Ashwatha vriksham, I am. This Ashwatha, any vriksha is like a Mahatma. There is one Subhashitam which tells about this. How come a tree is like a Mahatma? The Subhashitam is like this. छायामन्यस्य कुर्वन्ति स्वयं तिष्ठन्ति चातपे फलान्यपि परार्थाय वृक्षाः सत्पुरुषा इव. These trees are like Satpurushas. What they do? They themselves stand in the hot sun, but they give the shelter whoever comes near or under to the tree. Not only that, they give lots of fruits for the others' sake. The tree won't eat any fruit, and when it gives so many fruits, it never thinks this person is a good person or a bad person. He is going to cut me or he is going to pour the water and protect me. It doesn't think all that. Not that it cannot think, but take that guna, it is all the time sacrificing. If somebody says, this is my tree, it is in my land, and it gives plenty of fruits, all that fruits he will sell and take the money. So the tree says things that my swabhava is only giving. Who is taking, whether that is a good person or bad person, or even he comes and cuts me, I won't say anything. And after cutting also, he will sell to somebody by saying this is my tree, and he will get money, but I won't ask anything. My job is from the day one birth onwards until I completely disappear, I will become useful to the others. This is the notion, motivation of the Mahatmas. The Jnanis Mahatmas live in this world. For them, there is nothing to achieve, nothing to do, nowhere to go, and they have no any desires. But if at all they are doing anything, Loka Sangrahartham, Praja Kshemartham, Paropakaraya Idam Shariram, they will, in whatever way they can spend their energy and their gnanam, their body, mind, intellect, everything they will serve, give to the others. So very beautiful shloka telling about the greatness of the trees. So Ashwatha. This Ashwatha word comes in the Upanishad also, Kathopanishad. And then in Bhagavad Gita, the 15th chapter, Purushottama Yogam, also start with the Urtva Moolamadhashakam Ashwatham Prahuravyayam. This Ashwatha tree. This world, samsara, is like a topsy-turvy tree. Its branches we are seeing, but its roots are we are not able to see. The roots are somewhere in the up. For any tree also, we can't see the roots. We see the only leaves. But the samsara vriksha, all the things you are seeing, where is the root? What is the moolam? We cannot find out. So ashwatha menam suvirudha moolam. So that ashwatha word is mentioned. The another greatness of uniqueness of this fig trees or this people tree, if you take the seed from the fruit and make it dry, if you plant, it won't grow. It won't grow. It will grow only when the fruit is eaten by the bird and the seed won't digest, and that will go through the GI tract of the bird, gastrointestinal tract. Then it will come out. That which is dropped by the bird, in that after the process, it will grow somewhere wherever the birds stand, generally on the building's top or the water pipes and the drainage pipes on the old buildings and the cracked walls. You will see many plants there, this Ashwatha Vriksha. Then it will very strongly grow, the roots will grow, even it will break the walls also. But if you try to put any, it won't come. But in temple, before constructing the temple itself, when they decide itself, they will plant the tree first. So side by side, the tree will grow big. That time, how they planted, they may bought from the nursery, but nursery person is brought that small sapling from plucking from somewhere. Not he cannot grow by putting the seed. So this is the greatness. Even the top of the electric pole also it will grow sometimes. If little mud is there, if the bird drops its waste, after some time in a particular climate, it will grow. The wonder, Ashwatha. What it indicates, a seed which is gone through, the intellect which is gone through the process of the Shravanam, alone can blossom and gain the knowledge. This is the meaning. So we can derive like that some important meanings about it. From the mythological aspect, every temple has got and worship. We worship in the whole country, everywhere in any temple. That Ashwatha Vriksham. It is a symbol of the Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu. Sometimes that neem tree and these two together, they will plant and they will go together because Vishnu and Mahalakshmi. Then we will worship. People will go and to fulfill their desires, okay, to get the children, anything. They will tie many things to it. So we respect river. So like this, many trees we worship. So Ashwatha Vriksha. And there is one shloka about this Ashwatha, another Subhashtam like the devotional aspect. Mulato Brahma Rupaya Madhyato Vishnu Rupine Shivarupaya Agrata Shivarupaya Vriksharajayate Namaha. Mulato, in the root, the Moolam is the Brahma Rupam, and the middle is the Vishnu Rupam, and the top is the Shiva Rupam. To such a tree which symbolizes the Trinities, we salute to that Vriksharajayate Namaha, the king of the trees. Then next is Devarshinam cha Naradaha. Bhagavan chosen these words, whatever it comes in his mind, he is just started telling randomly. One suddenly he says Vriksha and suddenly he says Narada and there Bhrugu, then Himalaya. Or, so whatever it comes in his mind, he says randomly. So for us also, it will be nice to listen. So change of topic, not a monotonous. Devarshinam Naradaha. Devarshi, being as a Deva and living in the Devaloka, they gained the knowledge. They were called the Devarshis. Okay? Deva eva santaha rishittam prapta. They are living in the at the level state of the Devas and Devaloka, but still rishitvam prapta. They attained the rishitvam. Who are the rishis? I told the meaning already last class. Mantra drashtaraha rishayaha. Mantra darshitvat te devarshayah. Out of them, the Narada is called Devarshi Narada. About Narada, what to talk? There is no end. We can keep on talk about him because he comes in every Purana, in every story. There is no Purana, Shastra, story, anything without the Narada. And he is so friendly and everybody likes him. So he has got such a great quality of to be friendly with everybody. But his purpose of visiting or going to the people or giving any advice only make them to attain the moksha. Therefore, his name itself is Naram, Moksham. Naram. Moksham, how it will come? Dadati. He gives. Who gives the moksha is called Narada. Oh, Narada, he gives straight away like that, Vibhuti? No, no. By giving the Gnanam. Naram means Gnanam. The Gnanam required for the moksha, he teaches that. Because he himself is a Brahma Gnani. He went to the Sanat Kumaras in Chandogya Upanishad, we saw the story as a student. And he learned the Bhuma Vidya from the Sanat Kumara. So he became a Brahmagnani. And he is all-rounder. He knows many things. And his intention is only taking these jivas, the samsaris, towards the Narayana. Narayana means again Gnanam. Naram means Gnanam. Narayana, who is the embodiment of the Gnanam. And this Narada also is having the Nara. So he is nothing but Bhagavan Vishnu's voice. So Lord saying, I am the Narada out of Devarshis. So his job is only making the Jiva's attention, turning their attention towards the Sadvastu, Narayana or Gnanam. So Devarshinam cha Naradaha. And he become the teacher for many people. In Puranas, for Dhruva he is the Guru, Prahlada is the Guru, and some other Raja also got the Upadesha from him. And in Mahabharata time, our Dharmaputra heard so many things. Even the Prahlada story in Bhagavata, Naradji only tells because our Dharmaputra asked a question. There it comes. So he guides so many people and become the Guru to many people. Now also, if you just tell his name and think about him, that's he will guide you. He will show the way. He may be in a invisible form. Therefore, he is one of the great person which we have to remember every day, Narada. That's why in list of the great devotees also his name comes. Okay? And Chiranjeevis also his name comes. Prahlada Narada Parashara Pundarika Vyasambarisha Shukashaunaka Bhishmadalbhyam Vasishtadi Rukmangada Arjuna. These are all the great devotees names which you have to remember in the early morning. So that Narada Devarshinam I am. Then Gandharvanam Chitraratha. Gandharvas are the celestial beings who are very good in the music and art, that kind of things. Dance, music, arts. And this Chitraratha, who is having a special car. Ratha means car, we can to understand. Each chariot, each god, celestials, they have got their own vehicle, which they can fly in the sky. Chitraratha, very unique, different, wonderful chariot or car he is having. And this Chitraratha, generally Gandharvas are very handsome. Okay? Gandharva Stris or Purushas, they are very handsome, beautiful. Therefore, sometimes they will feel so proud. Therefore, they do some commit mistakes. Therefore, they get some curse. Many stories about this. And this Chitraratha, he is also a best friend of the Pandavas in Mahabharata time. Somehow they met him in the forest moving time. Um, he became friend later. First of all, he fought with the Arjuna and the Pandavas. In that, he agreed his defeat, Chitraratha. Then afterwards, he given some Gandharva Vidyas to the Arjuna. Maybe that time he knows the dance teaching. That's why in the last 1 year of the incognito, in that Rajyam where they lived for Uttara, he worked as a dance teacher. Dance teacher. Of course, to that again another story also is there. So these are all connected, interlinked stories. So that is the shapam to him to be as a eunuch, okay? Not not Strilingam or Pumlingam. 1 year he has to lead a life of the Napumsakalingam, okay? Then that time this Vidya has become useful, dance teaching. Anyhow, this Chitraratha. So Bhagavan says, out of that handsome, beautiful, great and powerful Gandharva, Chitraratha I am. Many times, some pujas time also, some rituals, if the people wants to get a good, beautiful wife and good children like that, any family affairs and the beauty about these beauty things, they invoke the Chitraratha also in the rituals. Gandharvanam Chitraratha. Then Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Out of the Siddha Purushas, I am the Kapila Munihi. The Kapila Muni avatara which we studied in the Bhagavata Mahapurana time, that Kapila only, is a Siddha Purusha. What is the meaning of Siddha Purusha? Shankara writes, Janmana eva, by birth itself, Dharma, Gnana, Vairagya, Aishwarya, Atishayam, plenty of, by birth. Dharmam is there, Gnanam is there, Vairagyam is there, Aishwarya means all Ashtasiddhis are there. Then they will be called as the Siddha Purushas. In Tamil Nadu history, literature, we have Siddhargal. And if you go to the Uttar Pradesh, Gorakhpur, that side, Gorakhnath Sampradaya, they are also Siddha Purushas. So, like that, in every age, time to time, in many places in our land, the Siddha Purushas are born. And this Kapila Mahamuni is Avatara. Even after his birth, immediately his father, Devahuti, he born to the Devahuti, and Kardama Prajapati has left to the tapas. He handed over the wife, mother Devahuti. You told to the son. He knows he is not a normal boy. Uh, he made a protection also to him, prostrated, saluted. Please take care of your mother. Now I am leaving, going to the Vanaprastha and the Sannyasa. Then that Kapila Mahamuni taught the Gnanam, Bhakti Gnanam to the mother Devahuti. And then he also left. And Devahuti lived alone by doing her own sadhana and attained the mukti. So he acted like a guru to the mother, Kapilo Upakhyanam, Kapila Charitram. Now here one point we have to remember, it is not necessary to be a Gnani, you should have the Siddhis. You need not to be a Siddha Purusha to be a Gnani. Okay? These two are separate. Without Gnanam also, there are Siddha Purusha, Siddhis are there. So, only Siddhis some may have, and only Gnanam one may have. And but very rarely some will have Siddhis and the Gnanam. Our Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavan is a Siddha Purusha. He knows all the yoga and higher techniques and he has got lot of power. At the same time, Gnani. His biography tells that he is a Siddha Purusha and simultaneous. But most of us in the world doesn't have anything. We are not either Siddha Purusha or we are not Gnani. Not we are Gnanis. Because we are taken the Gnana Yajna as our main practice sadhana. Generally, I am telling. So never have any confusion that so Gnani means should have some powers and all that. For a Atma Gnanam and this Siddhis or anything, it is not. Siddhis are not at all related to the Atma. They were related to the Prakriti in Vyavaharika material world. But everybody cannot have. Extraordinarily, if somebody have, then we will look at them with some acharya or pashyati, wonder. We see with wonder. And not only that, the siddhis, if jnanam is not there, the siddhis will become an obstacle for the atmas jnanam, self-realization. This is clearly told by Patanjali Yoga and Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the Uddhava Gita also. He elaborated about the siddhis, but at the end he says they were all not necessary. They will become most of the time obstacles for a seeker to further proceed. Therefore, we need not to work for it. We need not struggle about it. We need not to feel fascinated about it. So, Siddhanam Kapilaha Munihi Aham. Then next shloka 27. उच्चैश्रवसमश्वानाम् विद्धि माममृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणाम् नराणां च नराधिपम् आयुधानामहं वज्रम् धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि कन्दर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकिः Why I read the two slokas together? Because to tell the story, the connection will be easy. Because three things in these three shlokas, three items Bhagavan talking about the objects which has born out of the Samudra Mathanam. When the Devas and Asuras are started churning the ocean, Milky Ocean, that time many things came, many things. And in that, three important glorious things Bhagavan mentioning here. Two are in the 27th sloka and one is in the 28th sloka. That's why I read together. So we'll see those three first because they are all connected to the same story. About this churning of the ocean, we elaboratedly listened in the Bhagavata Mahapurana Samudra Mathanam. The Asuras and the Danavas are always, they will fight each other. One will be in the upper hand, another will be defeated. Then again they will gain the strength and they will come. So Devatas, whenever they want to come back and regain their powers again, their status, they pray to the Brahmaji and Brahmaji in turn pray to the Lord Narayana. Please help. So Narayana has to take avatara or some way or other he has to help the Devas. Danavas, Asuras, they never like or they never take any help or ask the Vishnu because they are against to the Vishnu. They don't like. They themselves feel that I am the God. Whoever the Raja of the Asuras, he himself like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, then I am the God. Where is the Vishnu? Who is the Vishnu? No, nobody. So all of you worship me only. This is their attitude. Therefore, now here that time, Lord given a good advice. Why can't you make a friendship with the Danavas temporarily? So sign a MOU and have some pact between of you. Let us work together both and get the Amrutam. Then we will share both of us. You also, we also. So you like that plan? Go talk to them. Then they listened to the Lord's advice, and Devatas only went and because they were now in a losing condition, they went and talked to them. Finally, they agreed. Oh, good! It is a good deal. We will get the Amrutam. Let the Amrutam come. We will try to cheat the because they're always cheating uh, mind, no, Danavas. So they planned like that everything. And this story of the Samudra Mathanam, if you take it in a from spiritual as angle, it is a spiritual sadhana. Good and bad both are there in our mind, and we have to churn and send the negative things outside. and then you will attain the Amritam. Not only that, this combined job, combined work, teamwork is always very difficult. In house, in a family, one wife and husband has to live together and conduct their family. It's a very tough. Any teamwork, you need to sacrifice something, and you must able to stick to it. Here in this task of the Devadanavas teamwork, they both agreed some difficulties and they accepted, they gone through the difficulties. They never left the work in between, the job they never left in between. Though, so persistent, continuous, strong commitment is required. What happened in the beginning? Devatas are just went and folded on the head side of the uh, Vasuki. That also, that snake name also coming here. These are all the arrangement. In that Samudram ocean, the Mandhara Parvata has to be brought. That also Bhagavan only helped by keeping it on the Garuda's back and brought it. But finally, that Mandhara Parvata is started. Then, how to churn this? To churn this, we need a Vasuki, the snake. And then after that, they started, but the mountain Mandhara has started sinking and going down. Then Bhagavan again took the avatar and stood under the mountain in the form of the tortoise. So, big story. So many avatars, so many ways Bhagavan helped. When the gods are when stood on the head side, this Danava said, no, no, no. It is insult for us holding the tail of the snake. Pucham, Amangalam. How we can go to the tail side of the snake? They wantedly argued. Then Devata said, okay, work has to be done. You come to the head side. They all went to this tail side. Then after that, you know what happened? That Vasuki started uh, uh, throwing out all the poison and heat, and that. Then they all tormented. Some are become so weak, and but now they can't change the agreement again. But they gone through. In that way, starting itself is problem. So a joint work, always teamwork needs a sacrifice and a compromise and go ahead. This is what you have to learn in the life. Then until I reach what I want to get, I never leave it, whatever the difficulties may come. So for a spiritual seeker, my goal is the self-realization. I must know the truth. I must know the truth as I know clearly, as I see the things. It should be a pratyaksham, sakshat. Until that, I will work hard. This is the moral of the story. Now, in this, many things came. One, Bhagavan says, Uchchai Shravasam Ashwanam. One very beautiful big horse came. A white horse, that too not normal, very big and very powerful. Horse means itself is it is a symbol for the power. That's why any vehicles, the power is counted, calculated, and said by horsepower. Nowhere, no automobiles say donkey power or dog power, horsepower. So such a powerful Ashwanam, out of the many variety of horses are there. Uchchai Shravas. Uchchai word in Tamil you can understand. Very supreme glory. Shravasam. Shravasana glory, greatness. So which has got a tremendous glorious power. That uh, horse, Ashram, I am with thee. Where from it came? Siddhimam Amurtodbhavam. When that is the indicates the story. That time when they were churned the Milky Ocean for the sake of the Amrutam, before Amrutam comes, lot of these tempted things came. Another point is temptations. The siddhis are also temptations only. Or our own indriyams, senses will get tempted by the world. What Brahma Gnana, Atma Gnana. Okay, once in a while, sometimes I will listen. Why now urgent? What is the urgency? Still, I have to live long, I have to work and I have to earn, I have to retire. Then that time, so like these temptations. Temptations are plenty. So, like Nachiketa, if anybody not tempted by anything, every temptation given by Ramadara Raja to that small boy in the world, whatever generally people cannot get, he said, I will give all that. But he rejected. That's why he is a role model, Nachiketa. So without temptations. So these are all temptations. So these things, many are, some Danava said, we don't want, what we'll do with that? We have lot of horses. Then Indra took them and sent to their place. Yeah. Put him in the truck and send it. So many things has gone. Many things people have taken, other people, but some may be taken by Danavas also. But particularly this Ash. Now also that Uchchaishravas is in the heaven with the Lord Indra. Then, secondly, uh, these are the not order, no? In story, order of the things coming different. Airavatam, a big white elephant. Speciality is the white elephant with four tusks. Generally, two tusks only will be there. Four tusks, a huge white elephant, Airavatam. Okay? This Airavatam, Iravatya Apatyam. Iravati, Sankara derives that Airavatam. Iravati. This Airavatam elephant's mother's name is Iravati. So born to the Iravati, that's why it is called Airavatam. Anyhow, that may be another story. Somewhere we have to go and search in the Purana. Who is this Iravati? Okay, and so Airavat. That is the main uh, carrier vehicle of the Indra. Nobody is not having, and even many other gods, devatas are there in and around. Even once in a while, for simply riding also, he never make anybody to sit on the back. I will sit on the back pavilion. Okay, back seat. No, not allowed. Only Indra goes. It's a great. Hmm? Airavatam Gajendrana. Okay. We have another Gajendra story in the, but it's in the Bhuloka story in some Manvantaram it happened. But this is glorious Airavat. Always Indra travels on it. He sits on that and do the war if necessary anytime. Then next is Naranam cha Naradhipa. I will go there, sir, to the next sloka. There one more. That time Kamadhenu also came from the churning. Mahalakshmi also came, and poison also came, Alahalam, and that is taken by the Shankara Bhagavan. Okay, and when Lakshmi came, Shankara took that poison and all that, but Mahalakshmi that time she didn't marry, and Samudra Devata has to give because she born out of that Samudram. he considers she is my daughter. Now I have to give her for marriage. So you select, so Mahalakshmi selected the Vishnu. One poet writes that why she selected the Vishnu? Because Vishnu is well dressed, Pitambara and all that. And why she rejected the Shiva? Shiva doesn't know how to dress also, how to put the powder, makeup, nothing. He doesn't know anything. Therefore, he writes in that Subhashram, therefore learn to dress well if you want to appreciated by the people in the world to get the good things. Anyhow, uh, Mahalakshmi has given to Vishnu. These are all related other stories. What is the Kamadhenu came? Dhenu Nam, out of these cows, I am the Kamadhak. Dhenu Nam Asmi Kamadhak means Pashumadu generally we say cow. Here itself is Shankara writes it is a cow later on taken by the Vasishta. It is there with the Vasishta. Then again there is a story. And at that time Vishwamitra is the king, ruler. So he one day went to in the forest while going, he visited the Vasishta's ashram. There Vishwamitra has got so many soldiers with him, they were all feeling hungry. And Vasishta invited because he's the king of this country. Come, 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 sit down. I will give the Atidhyam. And immediately Vasishta went and told in the ears of the Kamadhenu, Kamadhenu, please give them nice Anandapavan food to them. And immediately Kamadhenu created dining tables, servants and everybody, a very nice food served. And Vishwamitra stunned. What is this? Then he feel jealous and he feel greedy. Hey Babaji, sannyasi, what you will do with this Kamadhenu? Okay, whatever you want, I will supply. You give that cow to me because I am the king. I can feed all my country people like that. Then Vasishtha said, nothing doing. I can't give, and it won't come also with you. Then finally argument and then fight started. In that fight also again, uh, Vasishta just saw the Kamadhenu. What Kamadhenu asking what to do? Come on, produce the missiles and the tanks and the all war planes. Everything came and smashed the army of the Vishwam. Then he realized how this Brahma Tejas is greater than the Kshatra Tejam. Then I want to get this Brahma Tejas. Then he entered into the tapas. Then slowly, slowly he reached the stage of the Rajarshi. Then finally he very strong. No? Vasishta should say that yes, now you are the Brahmarshi. Until that he fought and so many stories. Finally that great Vishwamitra gave the Gayatri mantra to the world. The lot of stories are there. Nice to hear. So this Kamadhenu is such a, that means whatever you desire it yields. Shankara says not only that celestial Kamadhenu, we don't know that where it is and will story will know. Maximum we will know the Kamadhenu supermarket. That also now not. Shankara says even Sarva Kamana. Dogdi Samanyayava Kamaduk Sarva Kamana. See, if you have one cow and if you have one coconut tree, you can live without any job. If you are really just you can live. Not only you, your family also can live. Of course, you must make that cow to graze and give the grass only. That also you are not creating. You take it and leave it, it will go and eat and come. How much milk it will give. See, that's why we worship the cow. Okay, for so many reasons. Still, we are very particular about it. Gohatya should be banned. Still, there is no such a law. Permanent Supreme Court law is not there. In some states, some are applying it, but other states. But a bad thing. Gomata. It is the mother, and it represents all the devatas. In the body of the cow, all the devatas are depicted. So finally, it indicates that you love, worship, and take care of the animals also. That is the meaning. Another point here about the Kamadhenu is nothing but our own mind. Our own mind. If you learn how to milk the good things, the mind, it will fulfill. You have such a tremendous and powerful uh, potentiality in the mind. That's why that potentiality only the scientist inventing the um, nuclear bomb and able to send the satellite. Uh, these are all siddhis actually. One person able to do such a wonderful something, inventing, that is a siddhi. Everybody can't do. Everybody can't do. They said some time back in news, there is one person, if you send any amount of electricity through him, nothing happens to him. Nothing happens. For us, even little touch enough, we will be out. Not only that, they tested that electricity going and they kept the bulb in his mouth. The bulb is glowing, current, such amount of current, but for him nothing happened. So it is a unique, special product, that body. Here only Bhagavan telling that special products. Vibhuti means a special product. There are so many things, no? In all of us also, you are special in one thing. Something is there special in you. Something is special in you everywhere. Where we learn to see that speciality in that person, we are seekers. Otherwise, as I told yesterday in Bruhadaranyaka, you are a Peshunam, trying to criticize and seeing the defects in others. That is not a good mentality. So here, Kamadhenu. So these three belongs to the Samudra Mathanam story. Okay, the moral of the story also. Now we'll come to the again 27. Airavatam gone. Naranam cha nararivam. I am the king among the men. See, always in the world, even in the forest, for the tribal community, or olden days, or Puranic days, or now, we have the king. Now we call it as prime minister or president, otherwise a ruler. Why ruler? I am the ruler among the men. The man only will rule. Animal won't rule the man, or man cannot rule the animal. One you can keep it and tie it and put in the cage, but you cannot rule it. So, the ruler is always needed, the Raja. In our tradition, in Bhagavata also we saw, we consider the king of the country is nothing but the Sakshat Vishnu. Sakshat Vishnu. That's why he has to behave like the caretaker of this entire his creation, like Allah, who God takes care of his entire creation. This Raja also always for the welfare of my people. Let me see my people should walk in the dharmic path. If they are not walking in the dharmic path, if they have done the sins, that sins will come to the king. And he must be very careful, that's why. And he is considered as the Lord himself. That is our tradition. Now, one small story for this. In Nepal, in Tamil Nadu also, I heard it is there. One temple which is called Buddha Nilakanta temple in Nepal. But actually, that is there is nothing to do with the Nilakanta. But they call Buddha Nilakanta means finally that Buddha word came because of the Buddhism over influence. Lord Vishnu very nicely sleeping, one stone statue like our Ranganatha Perumal, but the snake is not on the head like that. The bed, all the snake is coiled like that. One single black stone has chipped. That will be more than this hall size, from this hall size. And the photo, if you see that statue, Vigraha, it is unique. Whether he is not sleeping either to this side or like this, like our Ananta Padmanabha, but there he will see Lord is sleeping straight on the back. uh, and if the pujaris has to go and do the alankaram and hunting, they have to climb on that snake's bed only. They will walk there only. It's such a oval shape, one single black stone. They say it is more than 1500 years back made that by some king or like that. But anyhow, they worship in Nepal. Now the story is this: he now no king in the Nepal. Now all communist country it become now. Those days when king was there, king he won't go to worship that Lord Vishnu temple. All the people of the country goes because king itself is the Vishnu. How the Vishnu can go to worship the Vishnu? Like the tradition, he won't go. What it indicates that so he himself considered as the Vishnu, he need not to go there. And for that sake, I think they made one more replica and kept in his palace itself. This is about the here Jalashayana Narayana. In Tiruvallur, it is there like that. I heard. I don't know. I didn't see. Tiruvallur, Jalashayana Narayana. Anyhow, the meaning of this Naranam Naradipam. So such a unique state has given to the ruler of the country. People should consider he also must have such a magnanimity and look at the people as his own children. What our present Prime Minister says, every Indian is uh, my child, like my son. Just 2 days back in America or somewhere France, he said, I cannot think of only one corner, one sect, one people. I have to see the entire, uh, uh, the whole country, everybody. I consider about all of them. That should be the attitude. That's why he is respected and revered by everybody in the world. No one can say anything about him except our own country opposition people. They have no any shyness to talk like that. Okay, they have to survive. For their survival, they do all nonsense. Anyhow, then Ayudhanam Aham Vajram. Again, 28th sloka. So this is related to the again Indra, heavenly thing. Vajrayudham is a very powerful instrument. So no anything can face the Vajrayudham. Such a powerful that is only with the Indra, thunderbolt, they say in English. And the story behind this, why, how it formed, and for what purpose, when it came. In Bhagavata Mahapurana, we saw the story of Rutrasura, a big Asura Rakshasa. Uh, Actually, that Rakshasa born created by Vishwarupa to kill the Indra. But somehow there Indra killed him, and that Uttarasura is a Gnani. Uniqueness of Uttarasura story, you remember, is a Gnani, Bhakta. but he died in the Indra's hand. That time, he how to face this Vrutrasura. Indra actually almost defeated such a strong beats and strokes that he got from the Vrutrasura. Then he went back and again asking the suggestion. Then Lord only suggested, you go and ask the backbone of the Dadichi Rishi. Dadichi Rishi is doing tapas. You go and ask his backbone, and you use that backbone, make it as a Vajrayudham. That's why Vajrayudham would look like our backbone. That story that also came in the Bhagavata. How Indra went and very tactfully asked, please give, yeah, if anybody will ask like that, please give your backbone. Then that time even Dadichi told, Shukamamuni explained that story well. You Devas don't know the pain of the human beings, Indra. But after saying that also, no, anyhow you are Mahatma. Just now my Guruji told the Sloka, Mahatmas are live like trees are like a Mahatmas. You sacrifice. And Dadichi knows that this is all the Leela of the Lord. He agreed. That's how the Vajrayuta came into existence. With that Vajrayuta, he is able to kill the Trasura. So I am the thunderbolt, Vajrayutam. And Prajanaschasmi Kandarpaha. I am the desire, Kama, in the people in the name of Kandarpa. Kandarpa is nothing but another name to Kamadeva, Manmatha. Manmatha, Kamadeva is a symbolic for a desire in a person, man, comes to generate the next generation. Here Shankara writes, Prajanayita asmi kandarpaha, prajanaha, prajanayita. To procreate, there is a desire. In every animal, there is a desire. Otherwise, why they create so many? And man also have got desire. Therefore, the desire itself is indicated as the Kamadeva. There are so many stories about this Kamadeva in Puranas. One simple thing I will tell and conclude. Other word we have to discuss later. Um, the story is like that Shiva sitting in the all the time meditation and Brahma, other devatas, if Shiva sits continuously like this in the meditation, this Srishti's creation will disappear. Then next generation won't be there. Then they all asked this Kamadeva, go and create a desire in the Shiva also. He went and he did all mischiefs, whatever he can do, but that all nothing affected Shiva. Then Shiva opened the eye. With the third eye open, this fellow Kandarpa got burnt. Kamadeva got burnt, become ashes. Then his wife Rati, crying and praying, and then did the tapas to get back the Kamadeva. And that time again, Shiva made him to work, but without body. That's why Kama doesn't have any form. Then he said, he lives in everybody. He lives in everybody in the form of the desire Kama without the body. But still she is persisting, no, I want my beautiful husband with the body like that. I cannot bear with Ananga without body. Then that time in Krishna Avatara, he is going to be born again. You will be born in somewhere. In Krishna Avatara, that Kandarpa Kamadeva is born as the grandson of the Lord Krishna. His name is called Aniruddha. Pradyumna's son Aniruddha. Then finally, this Rati born in the Banasura's house as the Usha. They both got married. There also fight happened. Krishna thing story is there in the Bhagavatam. So like this, here point is for us the desire. Little more I need to talk about this being it is a very important. Ichha Shakti, take it like that. Not necessarily karma to produce the children, that kind. Ichha Shakti. How Ichha Shakti is important. If Ichha Shakti is not there, even you never desire for the Brahma Gnana. So it is a basic ingredient in every human being, Ichha Shakti, not in the animals. In animals, that karma automatically, naturally happens. They don't decide whether we want only one child or two child or we don't want children. It cannot decide. But that Ichha Shakti to discern, to create, to decide and discern, only human being. It is very important if it is properly understood. So that we'll discuss in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.